Good morning to you this 5th day of December 2023. You are in the moment. My name is Matthew. Stephen Wilsack is just off camera. We'll bring him in here in a few moments. Pretty real and raw night here last night on the property of Grand Parade Square, City Hall here in Halifax. I'll share some of those stories with you in a few moments. Stephen has some updates on what's happening here today. You'll see something new behind me. He'll talk about that. The weather here today, overcast conditions. It's currently -7. The sun will return tomorrow, but the temperature, unfortunately, is not going to go above 0 for the next few days, which is why our work here, our movement here is so important. I believe that I potentially saved the lives of 3 individuals last night, and I will explain that in detail at the end of this. Let's bring Stephen into the broadcast right now. It's already been a busy morning. I went to sleep about 2 o'clock. Stephen has been up ever since then. Stephen, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Matt. I just, it's such a dire, strange situation that we're in, but I just have so much joy in my heart by all of the donations that we're receiving, all of the letters of support, people saying that they're so proud of us. So a couple of things have happened since last night. First of all, we did do a quick announcement that we had some green energy here, and it literally rolled in last night. So the camera's reversed, so this is what they call the Voltstack 30K. It's a portable electric, and graciously donated by Star Power Atlantic. I can't even begin to tell you that this is going to be a lifesaver, and that it's going to help us provide better service here. And this is an e-generator, and it's 80,000 watts for the layman's people, and it took me a while to figure it out as well. This is a great big battery, and this will allow us to run power to some of our fishing tents, have a few heaters in them. It's literally a lifesaver, and even last night we tested it out. We had a couple of our residents use little heaters. Also, just the ability to charge up their devices. They just feel like they're connected. It's kind of like having power, and this is power to our residents, and they are here providing that service. We're going to haul this away in the afternoon, get it recharged. We have a recharging station nearby, and even this morning somebody just dropped off a tent, and we have other donations coming in as well. Our GoFundMe page has just ballooned up within 24 hours, and just a big thank you. That's part of what allows us to do what we're doing here. And I just want to say thank you to the film family. There's been a real strong movement the last 4 days, and I work in the film industry. Matt does media work as well, and the film family is truly a family for us. We have hundreds of people in the industry. They're just getting back to work, and we've had individuals, we've had companies step forward, and I'm talking about making a difference between, oh my gosh, should we continue, or what are we going to do? And then all of a sudden these angels come forth, and it just I'm literally beyond words about the amount of gratitude that they're giving us, and the thanks to them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know that will continue, but believe me, when we talk about a film family, it is truly a family. And like I said, one of the individuals just dropped off a tent like not 15-20 minutes ago. So the ice shack tents, from what we've seen in the last few days and people staying in them, it's working. There is a modification that we do want to make out on them. You have to put a pole inside the tent to hold it up, otherwise it will collapse with the weight as well. So we're going to make that adjustment. I have a gentleman by the name of Ron coming up from the valley again tomorrow, 76 years old, building platforms for them. We're installing more. We're actually at full capacity right now, so we're going to tuck a few more in gently and neatly here to make it look better. So all in all, it's been a very productive morning. Matt and I, we basically do split shifts between midnight and 6 a.m., providing security and peace of mind for our residents, and then We also have what we call people without homes and starving. And I have one gentleman in my area here. He was frozen to death. We gave him food. He asked if we had any socks. I gave him 3 or 4 pairs of socks. We gave him a sweater to put on, and just had conversation. And that's what it's about. And I'll leave it at that. We have another busy day, going to go pick up more tents. We have some other neat surprises that are going to help build our little community here. And Matt's going to tell you a couple stories. And I got to tell you, Matt, that was a heck of a night last night. You done good. I just love the stories too.
Thank you. Thank
real,
you,
real. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Stephen, that gentleman there, he's the one that was in here last night. If you just want to talk to him.
Oh, so yeah, so we have another gentleman here. He's off camera, but we gave him a place to stay, and he's with us this morning.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
We'll talk and make sure that he's okay.
Awesome. Okay, thank you, Stephen. Yeah, just to the backstory on what happened here last night. Like Stephen says, we are doing security here. There's just Stephen and I here. It's a very fluid property here in Halifax, and about 11:30 last night, one of the unhoused individuals returned to his tent completely buried in snow. So he had very limited options. One, continue to wander the streets, or have me help him take all the snow off his tent, pop it up so he could grab his belongings, and he went into a red tent. Seconds later, an individual showed up on the property, and he took out his backpack, took out his tent, and was setting up his pup tent on the snow. Well, I quickly put a stop to that, asked him if he wanted to go inside a red tent. He did. He took us up on our offer. An hour later, he was snoring inside that tent. So I know, I've seen it, I've heard it. These tents allow people to get out of the elements and actually get a good night's sleep. That's 2. Moments later, another individual who has been back and forth in this property showed up completely underdressed for the winter conditions. No place to go, nothing to eat. We gave him something to eat. We put him in a red tent, and he was good for the night. So in a matter of 60 minutes, 3 unhoused individuals showed up here at Grand Parade Square, and we put them in a tent so that they would survive the night. Make no mistake about it. If you are out in the elements, if you are just wandering the streets with no place to go, if you are not in a proper shelter, the likelihood of you passing at some point this season is great. And we are here because we have a temporary solution. With what we're doing here, there should be no more loss of life. There should be no more loss of life. That is the top of my Christmas wish list. Just an incredible atmosphere here, Grand Parade Square. We are on the front doorsteps of City Hall, and it is just an epic ride. I'm so proud. I've said this before. I'm so proud. Born and raised in New Brunswick, but I am a very proud Maritimer, and it's so wonderful to see everyone come together to help the unhoused here in the greater Halifax area. And soon it's going to spread across the province, and we hope it catches like wildfire and spreads right across the country. And with that, on a chilly Tuesday morning, this 5th day of December, this is Matthew. We're live, Grand Parade Square, City Hall, and you are caught up in the moment.